spiritual fathers, Mr. Ministers, Chief of the Hellenic National Defense General Staff, members of the Hellenic Parliament, Excellencies, Ambassadors, Generals, Honorary Consuls, fellow Armenians, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to you all for being with us to celebrate the 33rd anniversary of the independence of Armenia. 33 years ago, on September 21, the independence referendum was held in our country, and more than 95% of the people said their decisive yes to the process of secession from the Soviet Union and building an independent and democratic state. This was a process which embodied long-cherished desires and wishes of the Armenian people, first expressed through the Declaration of Independence on August 23, 1990. But this route was full of challenges. Building a free and independent state was a struggle which even today Armenia encounters, trying to strengthen its sovereignty and peacefully restore its territorial integrity. September 21 is a moment of joy, as I emphasized, but it reminds also of losses and tragedies. Exactly 4 years ago, on this very day, a full-scale war was unleashed by Azerbaijan against the Nagorno-Karabakh region. And just 1 year ago, the final ethnic cleansing of Nagorno-Karabakh Armenia was completed after 9 months of siege, starvation, regular terrorizing and shootings at Armenians in that area, which in the entire recorded history for 3 millennia had been populated by Armenians, well until now, until recently. Azerbaijan violated the decisions of the International Court of Human Rights, breached all the articles of November 9, 2020 ceasefire statement that pertain to that country, and continues to ignore the appeals made by several international organizations and countries. And since neither ethnic cleansing, destruction of Armenian heritage and property of local population, fake trials against 23 Armenians, including former leadership of Nagorno-Karabakh and Baku, nor relentless hate speech are punished, the aggressive terrorizing of Armenia remains a default mode. Armenia time and again has expressed repeatedly that it's ready to sign a comprehensive peace agreement with Azerbaijan, which was just done yesterday also by our Prime Minister in New York. But this cannot be done at any cost, and definitely not by questioning the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Armenia, which are fundamental pillars of the international law. Nevertheless, despite all these difficulties, we cannot afford to be disheartened. Armenia always has had and still has good friends, indeed, and many of them are here present. The mutual trust between the Armenians and the Greeks formed in centuries. The strong brotherly ties clearly have had their impact on accomplishment and development of interstate relations in those days. The Third Republic of Armenia has consistently enjoyed the support of Greece, both on bilateral and multilateral levels, in all matters relating to Armenia. Today, Greece is one of the most important partners of Armenia in Europe and worldwide. When talking about Greek-Armenian relations, it is impossible not to mention the immense role my dear compatriots, the Greek-Armenians, play in strengthening of those relations. They were welcomed in Greece since times immemorial, through the Armenian genocide and then after the Great Catastrophe. They made indelible contributions to Greece. They took part in carving the modern history of Greece together with their Greek brothers and sisters, while cherishing memories of the historic homeland in which their ancestors, our ancestors, established one of the great civilizations of antiquity. Touching upon the recent developments, I can underline with satisfaction that from the point of political dialogue and multi-layer cooperation with Greece, this year was one of the most active ones. In January, Armenia hosted the Greek Foreign Minister, Our foreign ministers are in contact on a regular basis, the last one of which was just a meeting yesterday in New York. In February, Armenia's Prime Minister visited Athens upon the invitation of his Greek counterpart. The two leaders expressed each other's support on topics of mutual interest and commonality positions on international matters. Apart from the bilateral agenda, also the issue of Armenia's deepening ties with the European Union were discussed, in which we enjoy the firm support of Greece, and for which allow me to express my country's gratitude. These topics were discussed again during the Prime Minister's meetings in July in the United Kingdom during the 4th European Political Community Summit, and just 2 days ago in New York on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly. In parallel to political active dialogue, cooperation in the defense has continued. Last December, during Armenia's defense minister's visit to Athens, a cooperation agreement in the military technical sector was signed. In March this year, Armenia's great friend, the National Defense Minister of Greece, who has embellished this event and honored us with his presence here, it was reciprocated with an official visit to Yerevan, which was another landmark in the strengthening of the strategic cooperation between Greece and Armenia. I'm delighted that some of the Armenian students at LLB are also here and are taking part in this event, and I'm very much grateful to the Greek Ministry of Defense for increasing the number of the students that are admitted on an annual basis. Thank you very much. Efforts are exerted to enhance the economic relations between our countries. In this respect, the signing of a memorandum between the Enterprise Greece and Enterprise Armenia was very important and long overdue. The trade turnover has doubled over the past 2 years. Cooperation in the academic field is also advancing. Earlier this year, we founded Armenian Studies Center at the Democritus University of Thrace, which will hopefully start fully functioning this year. Also, the Academy of Sciences of Armenia and the Academy of Athens signed a cooperation agreement, which was again much expected and long overdue. Ολοκληρώνοντας, επισημάνω ότι φιλοξενούμε σήμερα το κατάσταση της Αρμενίας. Πρόκειται για ένα συγκρότημα μουσικών της Αρμενίας, το οποίο έχει αποσπάσει εξαιρετικά εγκομιατιστικές κριτικές. Η παράσταση τους θα δικαιώσει τον λόγο της πρόσκλησης τους στην Ελλάδα. Η μουσική ενώνει τους ανθρώπους και η μουσική που θα ακούσουμε σήμερα αποτελεί ένα τεκμήριο αυτού του δεδομένου. Θα ακούσουμε αρμενική μουσική και μερικά τραγούδια του Μεγάλου Σάββας Ναούς, που φέτος γιορτάζουμε τα 100 χρόνια από τη γέννηση του. Επίσης θα ακούσουμε αργεντίνικη, γαλλική και ελληνική μουσική. Όλες αυτές οι μελωδίες διαφέρουν μεταξύ τους, αλλά όλες είναι εξίσου όμορφες. Ανέκαθεν πιστεύω ότι η διπλωματία πρέπει να φυλάει έναν μεγάλο χώρο για τον πολιτισμό και πάντοτε ήμουν υποστηρικτής της πολιτιστικής διπλωματίας και με χαρά μου αναφέρομαι στο προφανές. Αυτός ακριβώς κάνουμε σήμερα εδώ. Σας ευχαριστώ και πάλι για την παρουσία σας κοντά μας. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ.